Yeah, it's a heck of a ball club we just played. Lineup is loaded. They do an outstanding job with their approach in the box, and they got a great effort on the mound today from the young man they started. And so that's a really good combination to open up the NCAA tournament. And if they can get those efforts, they're gonna make a pretty deep run. So proud of the way our kids competed. Don't really care about the end result and the score. Didn't quit until the last out was made, and that's kind of the way we try to run our program.
All right, we'll go ahead and open with questions.
Tim, obviously when another team in this kind of situation goes 5 runs off the bat like that, puts you in kind of immediate hole, kind of gets you on your heels. Just how much of a difference you think, that was in this game? Just that
Well, I
quick
mean,
start.
it's so hard to say. They hit those home runs, and I'm watching up on the video board, and I really thought the pitches that they hit out, we executed pretty well, and they're good hitters, and I just feel like obviously getting down 5-zip right off the bat, kind of crushes you a little bit, and then you start wondering like how you're gonna get through the whole ball game, and if that's the way it's gonna be. So, but we just kind of keep battling. That's why we're here. We're not here to be tourists. We're not here just for the experience. We're here to play baseball. And but again, when you can jumpstart your offense like they did in the first inning, and it's gonna be hard to recover knowing that they have the rest of the lineup.
Zach, I want to ask you about Leighton Finley and his start to the game today. The adrenaline looked like it was really kind of flowing for him early. The fastball was 95, 96 consistently. Just how tough was he out there?
Yeah, I mean, he had 3-pitch mix. I think, all 3 at-bats I faced him, he threw me every single pitch. And he changed it. It wasn't the same at-bat every single time. So, I think he just mixed really well against us. And when you throw a 95, 96 mile-an-hour fastball, it gets tough on guys. And then you throw in a slider backdoor to everybody. It's a tough look. But, we came here. We had a scouting report on him. We hit the ball hard. I mean, they have the exit velos on the scoreboard. But, I mean, it's just coming back tomorrow and seeing, whoever we play as guys. And, we'll have the same approach. And
Tim, you touched on Georgia's lineup a little bit and the offense, but I mean, you've been coaching this game a long, long time now. Just what about that length and how dangerous this, again, like they can be like they showed today?
Well, I told my assistant coaches in about the 4th inning that I was exhausted from calling pitches because, they wore me out. I didn't know what to call after a while. It just became, you tried to flip it. We flipped the script a little bit in the 2nd inning, from the 1st inning. We got that 0 on the board. But boy, after that, they just kind of sniffed things out. They kind of figured some things out, and it's a really tough line to navigate, and it's a lot of pressure on the pitching staff, knowing that mistakes are going to be hit, and like I said earlier, even good pitchers are going to be hit. And they had a really good approach today, not just to the pull side, but to the opposite side, and a really tough lineup to navigate for, I'm guessing, for anybody who's going to face them.
On that note, how do you try to navigate a lineup that's as deep as that one?
I guess when we had the most success today is when we were probably throwing things that they weren't used to, which was a lot of change-ups, less velocity. I mean, we run a young man out there who's 91, 93, and maybe 94, and, they see that every single day. And they see 84 to 85 mile sliders every single day. And what they don't probably see is they don't probably see the 78 and 79. And so that's when we tried to flip the script a little bit on them. But again, they're good hitters, and obviously they're coached really, really well. They made adjustments, and it's just, I think sometimes if you're facing that lineup, you got to be lucky that some of those balls that hit find gloves, because not a lot of them did today on our side of things.
Zach, you talked about Leighton throwing a lot of different pitches. What did you see from his fastball specifically?
2-seam. He had 2 different kind of fastballs. One was the straighter one, 4-seam, and then I think to lefties, he just ran the 2-seam away from us, and then righties just got in on the hands a little bit. But you can mix 2 fastballs like that at 95, 96. You can have a lot of success. So.
Zach, Cade was talking before the game yesterday, talking about y'all's team mindset of gritty, not pretty. I mean, you don't have to be gritty tomorrow, and whoever you guys play in a situation you are, but knowing your teammates, how do you see you guys bouncing back?
We've had our backs against the wall, all year. It seems like in these must-win games, if you watched a little bit of our conference tournament, we came in and we're the 3 seed, and we won conference tournament as a 3 seed for the first time since 2014. So when we have our backs against the wall, we kind of just get together, unite a little bit more, and that's when we play our best baseball. So you'll see our best baseball tomorrow.
Anything else?
Question, Coach. What do you want to see, like, the mindset-wise for your players tomorrow, depending if you play Duke or Oklahoma State?
Yeah, you know, we got to flush today and be ready for tomorrow. I told the guys no one sends us home until we have 2 losses. So we're not gonna pack our bags tonight looking to get out of town. Gonna come to the field tomorrow ready to play. Again, 2 really good ball clubs with really great tradition and a lot of success. But you know, we like the challenge, and I always tell our guys, let's come out tomorrow and be better than we were today. So that's what I'm hoping we show tomorrow when we take the field.
All right, thanks.